This video and its content are protected by and operate underneath the guides of the Fair Use Act. It will be used for criticisms, reporting, possible teachable moments, but most importantly, my commentary and review. So, hey, YouTube and anyone who gets butthurt, do not come copyright striking my channel. Also, everything in this video is allegedly according to what has been alleged, because even if we see them do it with our own two eyes, hear it come out of their mouths with our own two ears, or read it in court docs, it's still alleged because we weren't there. So we don't know what really happened. Yo, what's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? Henny gang, 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 gang. If you are a returning Henny gang member, welcome back to the bar. And if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell, select all, so that you get notified whenever I do a video. Now, y'all know we've been lurking in these streets, and Henny and the PIs be digging up stuff. And I know that from the thumbnail, y'all can tell what we are going to talk about. Child. Now, if you missed my video that I did 3 days ago, or if you wanted me to take my time and explain it, don't worry, I got you. Because I promised y'all I was going to do this video. But if you're new and didn't know about this, Tamar Braxton made a tweet. And it seems that the tweet is in vain because Tamar and JR are divorced. You heard me. Tamar and JR are divorced as of a few months ago this year.
Say what?
And the marriage did not last for 2 months.
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
But I'm not. Child, we getting ready to get all into these docs after I showed you this tweet she made, because it was the tweet that reminded me to do this video. Child, she said, y'all, I'm going through it. I'm single and sad, and this TV-ish is a lot. Single and sad, and the TV-ish is a lot. Really, Tamar? Because according to the docs, you've been single for a minute. Well, let me stop talking about it and let me just go ahead and pull them up. I know you see it. I know you see it. But if you're seeing it how I'm seeing it, then you see that JR is the one that petitioned for this divorce. No. And it gets juicier. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me put on my glasses so that we can read at least this first portion. Now, first of all, this was filed, it says it was filed on April 5th of 2024, but the dates differ between the time of the marriage. And as you know, April was just a couple months ago. We only 4 months away from April. But you see Jeremy Allen Robinson and Tamar Esteem Braxton. So it says, come now, Jeremy Robinson, pro se, and files his petition for divorce brought against Tamar Esteem Braxton, hereinafter respondent, and hereby files this petition of divorce without minor children. Let me zoom this in for y'all. Because I know some of y'all need y'all glasses for this too. This is where we at. And it says, the petitioner has been a resident of the state of Georgia for more than 6 months immediately prior to filing this action. The respondent is a resident of Cobb County and is subject to the jurisdiction of this court. The respondent can be served within Cobb County, but has indicated a waiver of service will be signed. The dates of marriage and separation, the parties were lawfully married on February 4th of 2024 in Samyron, Georgia. The parties separated on or about March 24th, 2024, and have remained in a true state of separation since the date. The parties do not have any minor children together. Now, according to this, they've been separated since March 21st of 2024. And yes, this marriage was only about 6 weeks long, okay? But I have an issue with that because it says let me scroll this up so that y'all can see that, because y'all can't see that. So let me scroll it up for y'all. Be like, Henny, we can't see. You see it? Y'all can see it now. So the date on this says March, right? And I know sometimes people can get their M months mixed up between March and May, but March comes before May because it goes March, April, May. March, April, May. Child, the reason why I am doing that, oh no, they didn't do that to me. It's fine. It's fine. The reason why I am bringing that up is because, do y'all remember when Tamar did this? This is her Carlos King interview. Shout out to Carlos King. I don't want to smoke with you. We just using this to show facts. Now, before I do that, let me do this. The date on this, as you see right here, is May 21st. So March, he says they were divorced. April, it was filled out and filed. May 21st, she's on Carlos King. And this is what was said when JR came up into question.
Listen, a lot of people love you. A lot of people want you to be happy. You are in a relationship. You're engaged.
Let's go back to that face.
Y'all do not like that man.
No.
At some point, you have to have responsibility in what you put on the TV screen. I don't want to be a part of that kind of television. I want to make feel good, funny, good, relatable, epic television.
Listen, a lot of people love you. A lot of people want you to be happy. You are in a relationship. You're engaged.
You're engaged? No, sweetheart. You're in the midst of a divorce. You're not engaged. You done got married. Look at her face. She's uncomfortable.
Y'all do not like that man.
And they're having a good little kiki at this expense, I see. He laughing for one reason, but I believe she's laughing because she know they not just engaged.
Listen, we gotta talk about Colonel Sanders, honey.
I'm ready. My dressing
Let's talk. Okay, let's talk about Colonel Sanders, honey.
Oh, no, don't call him that. Don't do that.
No, but that's how joke. That's a joke. Sometimes first of all, I've spoken to him, okay, because real life, this is my sister in real life.
In real life,
like we're close. I've spoken to him, and I want y'all to know this. Y'all know me. I don't lie, right? I've spoken to him.
That one hear that, baby.
No, he's really nice. He's a nice guy. He's handsome. When I look at him, I sometimes crave for a 2-piece chicken. Thigh.
Child, they went in on him.
Leg with mashed potatoes, coleslaw, and biscuits.
He do not look like that.
I'm teasing you, girl. I'm teasing.
He's
very handsome. Talk to me about that relationship, because listen, one thing about she and I, we are honest to our fans and to the audience, right?
Talk to me about this relationship. But she never once says in this, we got married in February. It was a short-lived marriage. We have since been divorced, filed for divorce, and we have now been living separately.
The fact that you y'all never like him. The only thing I can say is we have personal conversations. I would never spill her tea, because that's not who I am. Her other friends be doing it, and I'll be texting her like, you claim about your friend, he be spilling all your tea, bitch. But that ain't me, because she knows I'm protective of her. So the world does think Tamar Braxton has allowed this white man to confuse her, do her in, defend her white king, and a lot of your fans be like, now look, Tamar, I'm robbing you, bitch, but it's looking real slippery.
Now, I can see why JR was upset about this video. As y'all can probably tell why JR was upset about this video as well. It wasn't very favorable, nor was it very honorable to him, in my opinion. But who am I, right? I'm just a content creator / blogger that is a part of this sector of YouTube that does this type of content and reporting on things. So what do I know, right? I don't know anything. I'm just going off of what I see on court docs and see in other people's blogs and things of that nature, and the lives that they give us, and all of that, right? But child, we gonna continue on to read this, okay? Because I got questions, and I know I asked these questions when I was live, but I'm gonna ask these questions to y'all who are watching this, which, by the way, this is pre-recorded, y'all. Explain to me some things. All right. So they have a settlement agreement, and the settlement agreement is the parties have entered into a verbal settlement agreement, which they both want to incorporate in the final judgment and decree of divorce once it is signed and finalized. Alimony, neither one of them are seeking that. There is no marital property, which, like I said in the other video, how could you possibly have any marital property when you were only together for a total of about 6 weeks? Okay, let me look at the calendar, y'all, because I don't want to keep saying 6 weeks and I'm wrong, but I believe that's about 6 weeks, because if y'all got married, right? Y'all got married on February 4th. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 weeks, okay? About just a day short of 7 weeks. So I'm not that far off. They're just a day off of 7 weeks, almost 2 months. I don't know what property you could have acquired by then. Maybe they could have. Maybe they could have had a marital home. Maybe they could have started a business. I mean, it depends. They in a different tax bracket than most of us anyway. But then again, let's not talk about tax brackets, because we don't want to go there. But they don't have any marital property that they are separating. The parties don't have any outstanding joint or marital debt. We're going to get into this debt thing, right? And the grounds for the divorce: the marriage between the parties is irrefutably broken due to irreconcilable differences, and the parties can no longer live together, and there is no hope of reconciliation. How do you have irreconcilable differences? I mean, at the end of the day, we joked around about it on the live when I first put it out there, but the whole Tamar JR thing took a turn for me when Tommy Lee came out and she said that JR was eating her groceries after we seen them at the basketball game together. And that was back like December, maybe early. Yeah, that was back in December. And in February, you married him secretly, because it was never announced like, oh, hey, this is my man. We married now. No, none of that, which is kind of odd. But maybe they wanted to keep it under wraps, because in here, there's a ground for a motion to seal, which they are filing to have this sealed up. The parties will face public humiliation and scrutiny that will affect their careers and cause financial harm. The harm caused outweighs the public use interest. The parties wish to keep this petition, settlement, agreement, and court order sealed from the public. However, that was not done because this is a public record that we are looking at. So it either was not granted or they have since let this go, because I did not see a final decree of divorce that has happened as of yet. But it says, wherefore, in the plaintiff prays that the court grants the total divorce from the respondent. That is to say, a divorce, the separately filed settlement agreement be made the final order of judgment for the court. So we do have that the plaintiff and defendant be aware they're separate, non-marital property. Wait a minute, let me go back. Okay, it's the court grant the motion sealed attached, that the plaintiff and defendant be aware they're separate non-marital properties, that all relief requested herein be granted, and that the plaintiff be awarded such other and further relief as this county may deem equitable and appropriate. So while he is not asking for any type of palimony, because that's what it's called when a gentleman asks for it. He's saying if the court deems it possible for me to get that, then hey, I'm not against that. And then here is the verification. I, Jeremy Allen Robinson, personally appeared before the undersigned notary public. So he went to a notary public and declared under oath that I am a party in the above styled action for divorce, and that the facts stated in the foregoing petition for divorce without minor children are true and correct to the best of my knowledge. He signed this on 4/5/2024. It is sealed, and that brings us to this, the disclosure settlement. Okay, divorce without agreement attached. Okay. Previously related cases, they don't have any cases that involve one another. And then this is their motion to motion for file under sealing. So they're asking for this to be sealed up. But again, court records and court documents are public record. So the motion to seal either did not go through, or we just that doggone good. I don't know. You tell me, because I don't know. But either way, this is the motion. Now, I'm curious to know if they are moving towards a divorce, because again, I haven't seen a final divorce decree. I will keep looking to see when it does finalize, so that they are officially when they are officially divorced. But it makes me go, looking at this tweet here, and shout out to the Shade Room for this. But it makes me look at this like, are you single? Because like I said, I didn't have the final decree, but are you single? Really? Or are you just single in the eyes of the people? And are the two of you still showing up to public events just to save face? Because the whole reason for this motion to seal everything has been to basically keep Tamar from going under any public scrutiny. Now, I am not here to scrutinize or criticize or any of that, but like I said, this caused me to look like, wait a minute, what you mean, girl? So it says in this motion to file under sealing that the reasons they are doing this is Jeremy is well known and a prominent nationwide attorney, which, like I said in the other video, we don't know him. We didn't know him until he got with Tamar. I don't know if maybe in the legal world he's, nationwide known in that sector of life, but we didn't know him on a celebrity status until he got, and that's not even really celebrity. He's just Tamar's dude, right? But I'm not trying to be disrespectful or funny, but I'm just saying, like, bruh, you're really out here acting like you're a celebrity? Anyway, respondent, which is Tamar, is a well-known celebrity. The parties were a famous couple. The parties will suffer irreparable harm to reputation and livelihood. The parties will suffer irreparable harm to reputation and livelihood.
Say what?
Now I'm trying to figure out, how does getting a divorce cause you harm to your reputation and livelihood? Okay, so I guess it's because Tamar be acting a fool everywhere sometimes to people, and people will decide to drag her because of that. But other than that, I don't see anybody really dragging Jeremy for this. It would more so be on behalf of Tamar, like I said. The parties will face undue financial. Let me read that again. The parties will face undue financial burden. How, Sway? I need to get that sound. How, Sway? How? Anyway, the party's children and family will face public scrutiny and irreparable harm. I don't see how that would happen. The prejudicial, oh goodness, the prejudicial effect and harm to parties outweighs the public use and knowledge of short-lived marriage. That's what it is. That's what it is right there, that part. They don't want to get dragged in these internet streets because they know that when people find out that this was a short-lived marriage, they're not going to have such nice things to say. And I guess I can understand that, but it is what it is. It happens. Life happens. But I'm curious as to if this was really irreconcilable differences, because like I said, they still show up and appear in public together, or if this was a matter of Jeremy not wanting to be tied to any of her tax liens. Yeah, because you remember she got some tax liens. This one is from California, and her tax lien in Cali was $451,251.61. And that was dated on October 20th of 2022. Right? So some people were looking like, okay, well, what are we really talking about here? Okay? Taxpayer is liable under the parts of 1 or 11 of the Division 2 of the Tax and Revenue Code to the state of California in the amount due to pay Tamar Braxton. But she also has tax liens in Georgia. She has tax liens in Georgia. Now, I do want to get the dun 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 by itself, but we don't have that right now. So we gonna use what we got to get what we want. Now, this, why can't I get it? Why won't it slide? Why won't you slide how I need you to slide? But it's fine. Baby, this tax bill right here is $2,200,894.41 as of June 28th of 2023. That's what it said then. Okay. So the most current one, which was as of January, oh God, of 2024. The grand total balance for this tax lien is now down to $213,781.58. So it looks like she was making some payments, maybe. 11/20/2023, last date of filing, tax period of 2022. Oh no, baby, that's a different bill. Child, I don't think Jeremy wanted any parts of any of these tax liens. Now, I don't know Georgia law, I know in California, you don't accumulate, you don't pick up any of your partner's debt that they acquired on their own prior to the marriage. It does not become a joint marital debt. It is their individual debt, anything that has been filed prior to. However, I don't know if that is true in Georgia. Maybe some of y'all who are down there in the state of Georgia can fill all of us in who are not there and let us know what is what. But I have a lot of questions. I want to know, Jeremy, what was the real reason why you decided to walk yo out of that marriage so quickly? And if it was so bad, why do you have yo back up in the marriage, well, back out in them streets, making it seem like the two of y'all are still together? Because you the one,
Get over here.
you the one that filed for this divorce. You're the one that's saying that it is so broken beyond repair that the two of y'all cannot be together. But yet and still, you continue to bring your tail around Tamar. Why you keep coming around, bruh? Are you coming around because you see that there is a financial benefit to it? Is that what that is? Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and give y'all that little henny because I promised y'all that I would do a separate video on that. But that is the video. That is it. That is all. Tamar and JR have filed for a divorce. They have been living separately ever since, according to his paperwork, ever since March 21st. It was a 7-week, almost 7-week marriage that they were in, and yet they still continue to appear out in public together. What is the point? Are y'all just good friends? What is going on? Are y'all still getting this divorce or what? Because honestly, I feel like the courts probably deemed that this was not worthy of being sealed, or they just didn't get around to it yet. But you're not going to face any public humiliation more so than anybody else. And at the end of the day, if you're worried about those types of things, then maybe you need to watch some of the things that you be doing, because then you wouldn't have to worry about them things. Am I right or am I right? But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. And be sure you are subscribed and you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to all of you that watch this. Please feel free to feel free to share the video or whatever. And I will see y'all in the next one. Remember to vibe high so that the BS don't stick. Love is always love, y'all. Peace.